So he did this. This is a short of him with this heifer saying that parents parents aren't responsible for the kids. Stop blaming parents. So who are we supposed to blame? So no one is to blame for anything, y'all. No one is to blame for anything. It's no one's fault. Everyone is absolved, and we'll just keep living like this and don't do anything, don't say anything, don't change anything. Everything is everything, child.
I'm asking where the parents at. Where the parents? Y'all oblivious to what's going on in real life. I know several groups of these young children who y'all talking about in Chicago that don't have a mother house to go to, a parent to call, and if you call the mother parent, they don't give a flying about nothing you talking about. Half of these children are actually not being parented. Did y'all think about that? Do y'all know how many of these children are homeless? Do you? Because I talk to them on a consistent basis. It's actually about 7 children alone that I make sure I take care of their birthday for them. So I'm trying to figure out, why do y'all think all of these kids coming from a parented household? Why do y'all think they even coming from a household? Do you know how many of these abandoned apartments in Chicago is being filled in by a group of youth who don't have a mother parent? Y'all study about the parent to start at home. They don't have no homes. And this also how I know y'all just be talking out the crack of y'all ass, because it's too many mother organizations out here getting money for these homeless ass kids, filling up their numbers and doing all their programs and all this goofy. Y'all acting like y'all don't know these kids homeless, and we know it, especially the mother who in the CVI work, the mother who is in got any type of violence prevention, education, advocacy work. Y'all already know that these kids don't have a home to go to, a parent to call. Go ask the principals at these high schools how they have to bribe the parents to turn in mother paperwork.
Well, ma'am, where did they come from? Well, ma'am, where did they? Ooh, let me get this pause, child. Hold on. Let me get this picture right here, child. Hold on. Ain't no such thing as an angry black woman, child. So where the hell they come from? They just poof out of the fucking blue. Well, child, we know where Elkin's parent was. She was living her best life, DRUG addicted and marrying the next man and moving on to Oklahoma. So we just gonna go ahead and just make all these excuses. So maybe, ma'am, this is the problem, like I'm saying, is that people wanna allow people to just be absolved because they just abandon their kids. They not parenting their kids. They not caring for their kids because they too busy living their best life. So now the rest of us got to be haunted by them out here on the streets. Now we do know that there's also, not that we didn't know already, but also based off The Wire, but specifically from the video from yesterday that man showed us, where the reporter or whoever it was asking those daggone kids that was standing on the corner, all black males, well, what do your parents think? My mama, all of them, my mama, all of them. All of them. My mama no, my mama don't care, my mama said, all that. She don't want to talk about that part? Okay, so nobody has any parents, they just magically came up out of nowhere. It must have been a rainbow that somebody got to the end of, right? So does that mean that somebody can't give them some sort of discipline? So I agree with the part where she says all this money is coming in to try to help these people. That's where those violence prevention type of programs from, because you know everybody want a program. All we need is program. This program. All these people do is talk, toss out some daggone money. That money is probably lining someone's pockets, allegedly. Some political official who's taking some off the top. Shout out to DC. I ain't gonna say no names. And then all of a sudden, we're doing everything that we can. We got a violence prevention network, and people in the community is like, yeah, knowing damn well their job is to allow the violence to continue so that they can continue to be paid. Now help me understand why all those blacks rolling in the crew ain't talking about that, ain't working on that, Because there's a lot of money that goes into these cities for those specific things. And somehow, some way, the violence does not reduce. Nothing changes. It actually seems to be getting worse. Remember, crime is down. Yeah. Never forget that crime is down. Joe Biden said it. All the rest of them are saying it. Doogie said it. Brandon Scott said it. Crime is down. Don't seem to be down as far as I'm concerned. But instead,
this is amazing.
But instead of talking about something like that and getting to the bottom of that, now it's no, a black man over here and black women over there. No, you delete us most. 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 And where the hell that's gonna get to, Bueller? Or just saying everything is mental health. Child, it's mental health, mental health, mental health, mental health. Oh, okay. So just say that it is mental health. Just say that it is mental health. So what is the answer to that? Just keep saying that it's mental health so everybody get picked off and keep continuing to get on up out of here? Because there is a problem, whether people want to realize it or not, within the community. Even before this, child, we've been doing crime is down for how long now? For how long now? But now it seems that the rich, I guess, the better to do in some situations, and it's all over the place, are just going to be out here as their solution to end things, to end relationships. You're mad at your baby mom, you're mad at your baby dad, or GRUG deal went wrong, whatever the reason is. And then to absolve them, just say, it's mental health. Nah. Y'all go ahead and say that if you want to. I'm not buying it. And then none of these cases thus far. Justin, nope. Because that ass knew to run on down or run on upstairs and take himself out. He should have did that to begin with. Oh, well, she had wanted money from him. Child, she had already wanted money. Ain't nothing new. Just like with Shreveport 8. The what's the girlfriend got to do with the damn wife? If the wife is divorcing you, what does the girlfriend have to do with that? And if you didn't seem like you really wanted her anyway, meaning him, because he said, what if I could just have the same kids with a different woman? That don't sound nice to me. That don't sound kind at all to me. He would have to pay child support. Child, you cannot get blood from a stone. You can't. But would y'all think they was no shade? Because I don't know. Allegedly. Child, what was they going to do? Take his house? Is that what was going to happen? So there's just no solutions then, based off of what she's saying. There's just no solutions. Give up. This is the real stuff. Instead of focusing on Donald damn Trump, that the community should be paying attention to and working through and working out and coming up with solutions. Instead, you have Jamel talking about, oh, it's very hard for women to get out because she wants to make sure that she has black femicide at the top of the list of things that people should be worried about and dealing with. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be, but I'm also saying that the solution isn't wait until you get beat to a pulp to try to leave. The solution is you get hit once, you leave. But nobody want to do all that. Nobody want to say all that. Anyway. Thank you, Kofa. He said, working with teens in ATL, I've seen good ass parents, and these little terrorists just don't care. I don't believe in a blanket blaming parents. I agree. Because you only have so much control over your kids, first of all, until they start being away from you. So my thing is, though, you need to put some sort of a foundation behind them so that when they do get away from you, they know how to act. They know what they're supposed to do. They know what they're not supposed to do, and they make good choices. Because it's the only thing I've ever said, make good choices. Make good choices. And even if we don't see, God sees everything. And if you can't tell us, then you know what you're doing is wrong. I don't think people are doing any of those types of things. That's just me. I'm not saying it was right. I'm not saying it was perfect, but what else could I do? Can't follow them all over the place. The problem is that now you got the social media and everybody's on it and everybody want to listen to it and everybody want to follow TikTok and everybody want to give their kids something to get out of their face. So they're participating, but then they want to blame Meta and Google for the fact that their kids ain't shit or doing dumb shit or self-deleting on top of that. That's not a parent's responsibility to know where your kid is. So the parents with the kids are not responsible for them taking themselves out. But now it's mental health when a whole ass adult that made it in the military, that fathered all these kids, now it's his mental health that's the problem with the reason why he did this. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's kind of like any excuse is better than none, but we definitely gonna have an excuse. That's what it sounds like to me. Tadisha, thank you so much, Boo. I appreciate you. She said, love the hat, Auntie. Thank you, Boo. This is the product of idle time on people's hands. What is that saying? The idle time is the devil's playground, I think is what we used to say. Let me know, Generation X, because we used to get all these little antidotes that I know that these kids don't get. I know they don't get it. Then you got people out here saying that I should be able to have whatever I want whenever I want. Yeah, you should be able to work for what you want and have it. You should be able to work. I don't know if that part is being explained. Is it being explained that nothing is free? Nothing is free. Even if it's free, it ain't free. If you want something, you're going to have to work for it. You're going to have to get your ass on out there and do something.
Thanks for the tip.
Are those things being said anymore? I don't think they are. Just get on the internet. So then you're listening to all these people on TikTok. Half of these, 3/4 of these biatches on daggone TikTok are crazy out of their daggone mind. They might need some mental health, including that one, what is it, the TikTok therapist? She crazy, allegedly. People listening to her. Child, I can't do it. I can't do it. It's any excuse, child. I'm telling you. So nobody bears any responsibility for anything that anybody does. A criminal is not a criminal unless they think so. The kids are just responsible for themselves. And the real problem is Google and Facebook and Instagram. Child, I swear we're living in the Truman Show. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to continue with my Generation X rules of life and leave y'all to be. Just stay away from me and mine. That's the answer to everything. Because, child, at this point, you can't even tell who, what, when, where, and how. You can't. Everybody is crazy. And instead of doing something to really resolve it and solve it, then they want to attack everyone else because their opinion is different than theirs. Child, have whatever opinion you want, child. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. But somehow, some way, it's a problem with what I got to say or a problem with what y'all got to say. And y'all are wrong and they're right. It's a lot going on, y'all. It's a lot going on. Thank you, Tadisha. Thank you, Tech 170. Appreciate you. He says she thinks kids come out of a cat. Not the Cabbage Patch. Shout out to Cabbage Patch Kids. Forgot about the Cabbage Patch Kids. Who had a Cabbage Patch Kid? Oh my God, I had one and never took it out the box, and still, I don't even know where it's at. What a waste. Trying to keep it for future monies and don't even know where it's at. Shout out to my fave. He said Jamel looked like a goodbye. Oh, God. Shout out to y'all if you were here last night for the shit with Jamel. I call her Jammy, but it was funny. It was funny. Thank you, hon. Appreciate you. Del Monte Green Beans. Hey, boo. He said hush. All right. I'm moving on, child. I'm moving on because ain't nothing left to say. There's nothing left.